Thomas, get on the phone to Oxford Bus Company. Get that open top bus booked. United's promotion push is back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions for another review of another Oxford United game. Today, the Yellows were away to Wigan. So, a disastrous performance last time out against Crewe. Two sides that are struggling, 24th against 21st in the table. Let's have a quick look at the team news. Well, as you can see, 4 changes from the side that lost to Crewe. As expected, really, Carl Robinson talked about clearing the air and questioning players' desire and all that. So I expected him to make changes. Wasn't quite convinced by the changes that he made. Obviously, everyone's going to be convinced that he's made the right decision because he dropped Sean Clare from the side. Atkinson comes back into centre-back. Long goes back to right-back. Shadipo is out. Sykes is out. Ford is out. Obita gets a start at left midfield. Liam Kelly comes in to midfield along with, forget his name, McGuane comes in as well. Sorry, McGuane. He came in as well to midfield. So much changed. Kelly and McGuane haven't had much game time recently, playing in a more advanced role. It'll be interesting to see how they go. Brave of Robinson to make those changes. It's an interesting lineup. Wigan, Tom, off the field problems with Wigan, and we talk about it all the time. It's been a real shame, and the fans don't deserve it. They're having a bit of a wretched season. They haven't won they had a couple of wins earlier on in the season, but they haven't won in a while. Sheridan left, obviously, in the week and went to Swindon. 4 places. Why go to Swindon? When is Swindon ever a step up? So Liam Richardson is in temporary charge of the club, but they don't score many goals. But Joe Garner is the main source. He's got 6 in the league, 7 in all competition. And have a look out for Tom James, as well. He's got 3 goals. Before we get into the game, this game is just going to be nervy. Wigan are going to be looking at this as saying it's an opportunity for 3 points, just as Oxford are. It doesn't matter how you win. We just need a win.
Ian, remind me if you've heard this one before. Oxford play well and win football match.
For once, you are correct, sir. Yes, that is right. Looked like we got the job done, sealed up, and then made it hard for ourselves. But Oxford do get the victory for once. The game finished. Wigan Athletic 1, Oxford United 2.
Right, Ian, we're going to do what we always do in this game, and you're going to walk me through it. First half ended 0-0. What was it like? Did you enjoy it? Your text messages made it sound like you were enjoying it.
Well, after the Crewe game, Thomas, where they were really poor, and a lot of that is down to Crewe being really good as well, the one thing you want to see is a reaction, and I definitely think you got that from the Oxford players. There was a lot more intensity, and a lot of people will very quickly point towards, they're playing Wigan and they're bottom of the league. But Oxford did play all right in this game. I thought the players looked a lot more up for it. The intensity was there. There was a lot more crispness. I think the players certainly looked like they were desperate to get a result out there today, which was good to see. Oxford created chances as well. I mean, Matt Taylor could have had a hat-trick in the first half at least. The crossing was a lot better. Henry got a good ball in. The keeper hesitated and it just hit Matt Taylor. If you're top of the league, it goes in, but it just looped over the bar. Then Taylor had another shot blocked from an Obita cross, which was blocked. But a lot of it did seem like Taylor just being a little bit out of form, where if he's in form, he gets a couple of goals there. McGuane forced the keeper into making a couple of good saves as well. Wigan didn't offer much. And Atkinson had a header cleared off the line right with the very last kick of the half. So you're kicking yourselves, you're not 1-0 up, but much better performance from Oxford. And you just think if they can play like that, surely we will get a goal.
Cut to the second half, Oxford got 2 goals.
They did, but not before Wigan missed an absolute golden chance. They put a cross in, Eastwood came, dropped it straight to the Wigan guy who just prodded it towards goal, and luckily it went wide rather than in. It reminded me of that Rochdale game where there's a bit of a sliding doors moment where Rochdale missed a really easy chance to go 2-1 up. Wigan missed an easy chance to go 1-0 up. We talk about who gets the first goal in these games being massive. Oxford really needed that to go wide, and thankfully it bloody did. But finally, as well, Oxford did get the goal. Jordan Obita, I thought looked really good. I thought he had a good game with Shadipo and Adji. They're very quick, but they're erratic. With Abita, he's not as quick, but you can tell he's played at a higher level. He gets his head up. He looks to find people. He looked like he was tiring, and it looked like it was going to be his last contribution, but he got down the left. McGuane released him well. His cross came into Taylor. Taylor made a good touch, got him into space, and he just blasted it in from about 8 yards. Relief, 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 Thomas, is all I felt as I was shouting, F you, F you, F you.
And Ian, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Claire got an assist in this match.
I know, Thomas, I know. Well, with 5 subs, it means both sides can make a whole host of changes. And as I talked about, people like McGuane and Kelly didn't have a lot of game time, so obviously they did need to be replaced in the game. Claire came on, and as much as you can slag him off at the back, he does look quite good going forward. He's got a lot of pace, and Oxford broke after a bit of sustained Wigan pressure. As Oxford tried to play the classic Gareth Southgate, what we have, we hold tactics. Oxford broke. Taylor ran through to the edge of the box, played in Claire, who made a good run to get up to support him. His cross came in low to Henry, who was just there to sort of finish it out from the penalty spot. Again, you felt 2-0. No more dramas in this game, folks. We're home and hosed.
Yeah, so 3 minutes later, Wigan score.
I know. And I was sort of like just setting up to do this video thinking, right, that's it. No more drama in this one. I look up, Wigan get free on their left, Oxford's right. So again, people are going to straight away slag off Sean Clare again. We're not marking, but they get a cross in. I didn't actually record the name of the Wigan goal scorer. If you have it there, you can say it.
Yeah, it's the Lord of Asgard.
Is it?
Literally, his name's Asgard.
Okay, good. So Odin has scored for Wigan, but it was a good header. Eastwood had no chance, but it's that usual thing, Tom. What do Oxford not do? Keep clean sheets. This was a golden opportunity to keep one, and they can't get that monkey off their back at least. So we make it nervy. 7 minutes of injury time. The usual parade of stuff goes on, of Oxford time wasting, then making a mess of keeping the ball in the corner. Then Eastwood could catch a ball but doesn't, so Atkinson has to skew it out for a corner. Oh, just nervy, but they got there in the end. I'm just going to say before we analyze everything, well done, Oxford. We'll celebrate this win. And well done, Carl Robinson. He's got a lot of shit this week, and quite rightly so in some departments, but he was brave to make the changes that he did, and I think it worked really well.
And also congratulations to Wigan, because with this result, they actually step off the table into 23rd place, as Burton Albion have dropped into last. Well done, Wigan. Well done.
Where does that put us, Thomas, in the pantheon of champions?
The unfortunate part of this is that Oxford United remain below Swindon, who also got a win today. So Oxford have moved up to 19th. And if they win their next match, which we both know they won't because they're Oxford, they could get as high as 15th. They are slowly clambering up to the Champions League places.
That's just it, isn't it? I mean, the next game is Tuesday night and it's Portsmouth, and that seems like a titanic task at the moment. It's just that usual thing of us cannot put back-to-back wins together. It's Pompey away, it's Swindon at home, but let's just stew on this one a little bit more. I thought it was I'll just give real credit to the Oxford players. I did think that they played well. I thought they looked a lot more solid at the back with Atkinson there and Long playing right back. Atkinson adds so much when he plays. He's a good defender and he can bring the ball out of defence as well, which just adds an extra attacking dimension to our game. I thought Liam Kelly had one of his best games in an Oxford shirt, played further forward. He was able to get on the ball and play his passes. James Henry looked a lot better. Marcus McGuane, I thought he had a good game as well. His passing needs to improve a little bit, but he looks like he's the sort of player that can play. Always looking to play through balls, always looking to play killer balls as well. Jordan Obita, I think, is going to add a lot to this Oxford side. So definite reasons to be positive. Put on top of that a Taylor goal. Let's just say our man of the match, absolutely 100% is Alex Goran. This guy is a beast of a player. It's a shame he took a booking late on in the game, but he's just such a commanding presence in that Oxford side. Always covering defenders if they run forward, always picking up loose balls, always looking to overturn possession. Oxford, he is as key a player to Oxford United as anything else.
Yeah, so Oxford they've outpossessed Wigan in this. They've massively outshot them. Oxford at 18 attempts in this match, which is really big. This is what they've been missing, right? They just haven't been shooting from anywhere. But the worrying thing for Oxford, we are going to quickly touch on this, the fact that, yet again, they've only conceded 7 shots, but the only one on targets resulted in a goal.
Yeah, I mean, again, you go back to it. mistakes could have really cost us in this game, but it would have been mistakes based off the back of not taking our chances early on in the match. Because Eastwood obviously dropped a ball and Oxford could have easily been 1-0 down. And then obviously when Wigan do score, you're 2-0 up, so you can just sort of absorb that a little bit. But it is a massive worry, Tom. It's going to be something stupid, isn't it? Like we're probably going to go to whoever's top of the league or go to the side with the best attacking record, and we're going to keep a clean sheet against them. Obviously, I'm hoping that Atkinson's over his injury problems, and you can settle on this kind of back five, if you like, of more Atkinson, Ruffles, Long, with Goran sitting in front of them, and just keep that maybe for the next however many games they can, and hopefully things will get a lot more solid.
Is the real secret to this team having Alex Goran playing? I mean, if we're being honest, like the fact that the way that Carl Robinson likes his teams to play is the center backs to split, Goran to drop in, and the wing backs to go up, and they have barely had Goran this season. And so basically they've been asking like Liam Kelly, who's an attacking midfielder, to play that weird role.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's odd to say because obviously Goran has played in a lot of the defeats as well, but he creates a tempo through his play in midfield. He's such an aggressive tackler, an aggressive player. Not, obviously he skirts the line between being too aggressive at times, but always looking to win possession back for Oxford and set them on the front foot. And that does get a bit contagious around some of the other players as well. And when there were times where Oxford really pinned Wigan back, in the first half especially. And a lot of that came through him, I thought.
Yeah, when we've watched him play in, he always, especially, I know this sounds weird, but in the City game, he really makes the team churn. Like he constantly drops in, asks the ball, lays it back off, and kind of directs the play. So while he's winning the ball, he's a bit like Michael Carrick in that he's the one who's like, right, we're going up the left now, right, we're going up the right now. He kind of dictates tempo and play. It's really key to have him. Dan Aggie, 91st minute substitute. I'm sorry, we gotta bring this up. What exactly is Carl Robinson looking for in a 91st minute substitute?
I mean, he came on to waste time, didn't he? Massinho came on as well late. Aggie came on late. I mean, Aggie, he does. There'll be a couple of times where Robinson would have been screaming at him because Aggie was probably the main culprit of not keeping the ball in the corner. And I'm sure Robinson would have been pulling his hair out at him. But I like him, Tom, and I want him to play more. It's just one of those things. Let me just have a quick look. I'm sure I put something else on these very, very complex notes.
Ian, pictures of a willy is not a complex note.
Well, other than that picture of a willy, Taylor did limp off at the end, which is a bit of a worry. I hope it's just like a kick on the knee and not anything more serious, because then Carl Robinson will be forced to play Dan Aggie. But probably play Jack Stevens up front rather than play Dan Aggie at the moment.
Maybe throw Simon Eastwood up there. Just give him a chance.
Well, Jack Stevens is a sub-keeper, so
Oh, there you go.
Very much a great result. It's nice to get a win again on the board. I mean, we only lost one game, and then we're only one defeat removed from that Rotherham game, but it seems like a long time again since we got that win. We're at the relegation zone. Let's look forward. Pompey's going to be a tough game, but then we've got the derby to look forward to again next weekend. But just savour that winning feeling, Oxford fans. Enjoy your Saturday night. And as always, thank you very much for everybody that watches these videos. We really do appreciate it. And Tom, do you want to do a quick wrap up and we'll go home?
Yeah, outside of thanking everybody for watching, thank you, Ian, for doing the comments this week. Ian will also be doing the comments on this video. Just you watch. He is a Japanese beaver when it comes to his work ethic. Have a look below. We have some Amazon links. If you're in the UK and you buy something on Amazon, please buy it through there because we get some pennies and it's just a small click for you. Also, there's a charity down there. There's some other links. And go to Grandstand Betters. They sponsor us, and by sponsors, I mean literally just put up with us and talk to us on a weekly basis. But it's what we need in a friend. Thanks for watching, and check out our League One predictions, which will be out tomorrow, I think.